gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Strawhat Sitdown crew in the building. We Corona to these other podcasts. We gon' put these people in their feelings when they hear this, and they know that they can't top this. We spit facts and we poppin' every time an episode is dropping. We see D3 in the corner, Mister, that's a real G with the green screen in the background. Got him looking like he in a real scene. We got Big Mod in the cut. Always ready with rebuttals, but he bring the knowledge when we in the huddle, so you know the crew is never gonna fumble. And it's YHuss, last but not least. If you ask me, then Cali, mad the captain, make him rally around me. Every Sunday we gon' run deep, and we can't stop until we find out about that one piece. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We are. Who gon' get down? We are. This that Strawhat Sitdown. We are. Who the crew with the fleet? We are. Who gon' piece that one piece? We. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Kelly Mac on the track. Never whack, bring it back, and we are back with Strawhat Sitdown, episode 65. Oh.
Woo! No, it would have been funny if you followed the number that time.
You definitely, I feel you definitely. Oh
I was
my
looking
god.
for. I was like,
why I go crazy on the part 2, bro? That's crazy, son. Y'all put the emphasis in that shit. So we doing it again. We gonna do it right this time. All right, yeah, this is the take 2, guys. My mic was muted the first time, unfortunately, but we back. And we gonna get it right this time, you feel me? I'm here with the gang as usual. Strawhat in the building. What is going on, my brother?
What's good? What's good? Y'all on the take 2 coming to a theaters near you. Nah, just playing. But
nah, y'all going crazy. Nah, y'all did took that first take to sharpen your shit, because that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
Nah, I'm messing with y'all, but hope y'all had a good Mother's Day. You know, just we chilling in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to all the mothers, man. We appreciate you, all the women in life. Much love, much love. Mr. G in the building. What is going on, my brother?
What's good? Let's see. So my shout out was to all the mothers that are here, not here with us, and also to Oda, since he nurtures us all with One Piece.
Let's
Yes,
go.
That was better than the first one.
We love to see it. D3 couldn't make it with us today. He has some stuff to handle, but he'll be back next week. And of course, we love any opportunity we get to use the chopper picture, because it's just hilarious. We love.
I stopped myself from saying it last time, but this time I don't know how you see that picture, and it's not just extremely cursed.
It's hilarious. It's
funny.
So
it's funny.
It's so cursed. It's hilarious. Like I can't help but just laugh every time I see it, because I know
I have flashbacks, bro.
Yeah,
me personally.
I've been war flashbacks, PTSD and shit.
Twitter comments and shit. Yeah.
Oh man. But last but not least, of course, that boy YHuss. What is going on, my brother?
Yeah, I'm chilling. It's funny how I had way less to say in the first take, but now I'm really feeling the pressure.
Yo, we
man.
out here, bro. It's all good, man. It's all good. We out here today, baby.
We vibing.
We got a chapter.
Yes, we did.
We did get a chapter.
Yes, we do.
yes, we do.
A lot of interesting You know what? I said this last time. I'm tired of all this positive shit. I'm gonna be on some hater shit today, right? This chapter was okay. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was set up. It was cool.
It was set up.
I actually completely agree with you, Kali. I
was
completely
cool.
agree with you.
It wasn't nothing, to write home about.
It wasn't crazy.
I think that next chapter is definitely going to be the banger, right?
Yep.
And I believe, before we even go to the chapter, I think it was Mod that brought it up, that the next chapter after this one is going to end the volume. It's going to be the volume ender. So, ending the whole volume, you got to go out with a bang. You got to leave them on some shit.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Yeah, next chapter will probably be the one that we all stop, drop, and roll for. But
next chapter, and then we're probably gonna get a break, because you know how Oda B leave us on that cliffhanger and just make us contemplate life for a while.
Yep, definitely sounds about right.
Yeah.
But it was definitely still some interesting information we got given to us in the chapter. So let's dive into it. Y'all good?
Yes, sir.
Let's
All
go.
right. Chapter 1083, The Truth of That Day.
W cover art, by the way. I actually really like this one. This might be my favorite out of the past. What has it been like?
Yeah,
4 or
it
5
would
ones?
be. I had a feeling. I was like, Doflamingo's on it.
Doflamingo,
Gotta
you know it's Daffy. That's my guy right there. And bro being all sweet, nursing the chick is cute. It's cute.
And it's appropriate too because Mother's Day was yesterday. Yesterday. So
actually,
yeah.
Nigga, Oda is 10 steps ahead. That's my
I said,
It dropped that day too,
bro.
so.
It did. You're right.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because it was on Sunday. Yeah. No, that's sick.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the chapter. We start at the Kamabaka Queendom, where the revolutionaries are all in hiding or based there. Sabo came last chapter and told us that he was going to tell us about what really happened at the Reverie. We then see that he's in a meeting with Ivankov and Dragon, and he tells them that he managed to complete all of his objectives, which was to destroy the symbol of the Celestial Dragons in the declaration of war, to freed as many slaves as he could, and took back Kuma, and he destroyed the stockpile of the food stockpile of the Celestials. So they were putting in work. They were doing a lot. We knew that they took back Kuma, right? But we didn't know that they were causing as much anarchy as they were, and we get to see some of it too a little bit later in the chapter. But they were running amok up there.
They did.
I would have a lot more to say. Like, I just kind of want to get like past the conversation because once we see the whole thing and what they talk about, and then we see the fighting, that's when we can really like. I feel like I have a lot to say about the revolutionaries, but we gotta finish the conversation for me personally.
Okay.
Okay. I feel it.
Well, we don't got to go into the super details of it all, right?
No.
They're talking about the results of the fight at the Reverie. They talk about Lugia for a bit, how it mysteriously vanished, but all the other countries that have rebelled are still in rebellion, which is kind of interesting to me to see. You know, you would think that some of these countries would back down after one of these countries gets completely smoked. Well, I guess they wouldn't know, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, it would have to be.
They wouldn't know, right?
It would be weird. Yeah, and also I feel like I don't know if we've heard the word dozen countries before.
They did. So they said that they influenced a dozen countries, but only 8.
Yeah, like we had heard about the 8 rebellion countries.
Revolting.
So it looks like it's pretty interesting that it wasn't all of them that they were working with. Some of them decided to stick with the world government. 8 out of 12 is
curious who they are.
That's a high percentage.
Yeah. So revolutionaries have a lot of sway in their base.
Yeah. So yeah, all around the world, all these countries and revolutionaries are attacking and cutting off supply lines, and they are trying to basically squeeze the Holy Land from the outside, cut everything off, and force them to make a move.
Question for y'all: Did they ever mention about a heavenly tribute before?
They definitely certainly have.
They have?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you an example. Arlong was taking money from Nami's village and other islands in mocking of that. Remember?
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely a thing, and I actually just realized that was actually low-key a big line, that the fact that the 8 kingdoms are not giving their bread to the
heavenly tribute, right?
Yeah, that's actually a very big we realized that's a huge commitment. Yep. And I guess this is a good point actually because they kind of switched to the next big thing of the whole chapter. But dude, the revolutionaries have a lot of strategy. I feel like this is next level strategy for anything in One Piece in terms of like a battle plan.
This is if you're not familiar with siege warfare, basically, you know, essentially, as much as like on a high horse that the celestial dragons are on, technically where they live is pretty much a siege. Like, you know, it's a fortress. But you know what the problem with fortresses is? Very limited things will come in and out, right? So if you destroy those things that are coming in, then, you know, as much as they're on a high horse that they want to be, you know, they're going to suffer through like, you know, next levels of like, you know, scarcity and like, you know, as much as like Ivankov talked about, like, so yeah, this is a pretty crazy this is a pretty crazy development.
Yeah, like I'm surprised Oda like really gave this kind of depth and like real life kind of stuff that you would see. Yeah.
Just think about it. They brought up the 3 fronts, right? The face of the military.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have their food supply. Then you have their manpower because of the slaves, right? Then you take that shit. Well, you take two of those things, right? And then the face one is just to declare war. So like that really puts them in a bind.
Yeah, they really hit him where it hurts in this. I'm just impressed. I didn't think he would do something like this.
Yeah, I honestly was surprised too. But this is true endgame right here, boy.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, how surprised can you really be? Like, we've got to start seeing all these pieces move sooner or later, right?
No, facts. I'm just surprised at like the real like how it's like that's some real life shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it reflects some real revolutionary tactics. So it's actually, damn. Oda,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Oda definitely does research on.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised. 100%.
Random fact actually that I've been thinking about because of the whole everyone's saying, oh, Dragon might be the man marked by flames or whatever. His ship is colored black in the manga. Is that his ship is called the Wind Grama, and it's like literally named of a ship that the Cuban revolutionaries used, which is crazy. And Dragon is literally his face code. It's completely based off one of his men.
He looks like Fidel. Yeah, like Fidel Castro.
It's one of his men. Yeah, it's one of his captains. He looks just like him. So Oda really did. Like, Cal, that's a great point. There's clear research and like the similarities Oda is purposely making to real revolutionaries.
Yeah.
I think this is my favorite revolutionary chapter of all time. This there's another thing I'll say later too.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, especially with all the hater energy Cali's bringing. He's like,
I respect it. That's crazy.
Let it consume you, Cali.
I'm sure there's gonna be crazier revolutionary chapters in the next few chapters.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So they continue their conversation, just talking about the effect that they've had on the Revolutionary Army. Ivankov calls Sabo by his new name, the Flame Emperor. Sabo says he's not feeling the name, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, he said that in a funny ass way.
Yeah. They talk about the assassination of King Cobra.
Yes. They also did mention one thing before that though.
Yeah.
The mobilization of the Holy Knights.
Yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
Yes.
So right before that, they do say that the Holy Land, the Merrywild, they won't stay quiet. And once they mobilize the Holy Knights, that's when the fighting will begin. And that's when we get silhouettes of these people.
Yes.
I want to talk about that now.
One of these silhouettes looks real familiar. You feel me?
He looked just like Shanks, my guy.
The way real familiar, man.
Oh, dude,
is that now or later? Because this is a big thing.
I mean, I think we do it now because later we want to talk about all the other stuff that's going on with the fighting and the flashback.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Shanks is a villain this time. That's it. Shanks is a villain.
Evil Shanks.
Evil Shanks. That's it. He was here all along. This is what he went to go talk to the Gorosei about however many chapters ago. It was some Holy Knight business, and that is exactly what it is, bro. He's here. This is Villain Shanks. Villain Shanks stocks are in the roof right now, through the ceiling. I'm telling you.
Are we about to break down the twin theory right now?
I knew you were gonna say that.
No. There's no way. Yeah. There's no way y'all are saying that it's a twin before it's.
Hey, we didn't say anything. We didn't even say anything.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Go ahead. Let us know about the twin theory.
I'll just say because like some of the stuff. Don't assume anything because like your mind could go in a lot of ways, but some of the stuff is maybe one random line about Film Red or whatever, but not like I said, don't let your mind go anywhere. It's nothing that crazy. Don't think they said he had family or anything like that. But basically, there's a few reasons people think that's all okay. So it looks a lot like Shanks. The cape is like drawn in a lot of the way Shanks is drawn.
Sword.
His cape. The sword looks a lot like Griffin, although the hilt. That circular part of the hilt that comes up through the back of the hilt, I think Griffin has like it protrudes through the back of the hilt even further. Like you can see it go from the front all the way back, and then there's like a little part of the back that should be there, but it's not. So something to think about. So there's a lot of people that think that the person that talked to the Gorosei might not have been the actual Shanks, in the sense that right before the Reverie, we see Shanks on an island, I think, with the crew when he sees Luffy's bounty. And he's like, it's too early for you, right? To be the 5th Emperor after Whole Cake Island. And then immediately, like 5 chapters later, he's somehow at the Red Line. And then also in Marineford, they say that he fought Kaido in the New World. And then just right after that, he's suddenly on the first half of the Grand Line again in Marineford. So a lot of people think that like he's been in places where he shouldn't a bit too quickly. And also, when he talks to the Gorosei, they only show the right side of his face, notoriously not showing his scar, which is definitely like a bit of a reach. But I'm just saying
That's interesting.
that's a lot of the basic theory.
That is interesting.
And there's one thing about Filmer that I can't say because not all of us have watched it, and it's something small. It's not huge, so don't think too much about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just want to chime in on the scar part. So apparently, Oda just like, because I think in one of the SBS, someone asked like Oda like, hey, why didn't you draw us? Why did you not draw a scar? When Shanks was at the Reverie, is he like the evil? Is that actually Shanks, or does he have a twin brother? Like what? Like, and here's the thing. Oda said about this when it comes to the scar, sometimes he just forgets. But
Did he really say that?
That is an that's just bro.
But he did say, now when it comes to the twin thing, I cannot confirm anything.
No, oh.
So people are saying, so like the simple fact that he denied that, he came with an honest answer about the scar thing, but the fact that he's being elusive about,
Twin brother.
about the twin brother thing may have some plausibility of whether if that is his twin brother or some type of like very distinct relative or someone that looks similar to him, or hell, even a Shanks clone.
I was thinking more of it would be more of a clone than a twin, but because they've already talked about the cloning process, and we don't know who's been cloned. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that would be more plausible. But we still know that there was a birth right in God Valley. It's definitely possible that one went with Roger and the other one went with Garp or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Garp
but
and Sengoku. Who knows?
Who went with Garp or Sengoku? I'm very surprised that the Celestials would get their hands on him at that point.
True. Or what if the Celestials got it then?
Yeah. Maybe they were split up at birth, some shit like that, and Roger just was one of them. Maybe that's like that. That's probably the line of thinking that would.
That's what.
Logically go behind that.
That's what.
Hold on.
Crying about when Roger told him he had a brother. He was separated from him at birth, and one day he's gonna have to kill his brother, and that's when he started crying.
He's like, yeah, your brother's the enemy, dude.
Jesus. You have me,
damn it.
You have me, bro.
You know what's also funny? That someone I've seen some people saying like, if that is Shanks' evil twin or his clone or something of the sort, and that was him at the Reverie talking to the Gorosei, it would be really hilarious if the pirate that evil Shanks was talking about was Shanks himself. Like,
yeah, I've heard
that would be insane.
Yeah. So like, I come to you to talk about a certain pirate, and no one in their right mind was thinking that he was talking about Shanks. We all thought that's Shanks. But
that's funny.
So, yeah, but me personally, I could not. Now, I think it would be cool if that was like the true Shanks, not just some evil clone. I think that would be a cool twist. However, there are certain problems with me getting behind the fact that that's Shanks. Like, one, like, it makes sense if he was at the Gorosei talking to him, if that was like him or whatnot, right? But then my issue is, like you brought up YHuss, he was like on some type of random island a couple of days, and then he's just suddenly there. But the biggest issue is that, like, his crew was just cool with him rolling up to the Gorosei and then him bouncing, and then just because how would his crew not know that their captain is gone? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's like the biggest question behind Shanks being this person in the thing. Like, you are fully a Yonko, dude. like you have shit to do, bro. So yeah, that's my question. We don't really know what the Holy Knights, like, what their operatives are. What if he's like a sleeper agent?
Right. Like, and another thing is, like, what if, like, the Marines, like, because the Marines were tracking the shit out of Shanks when he was trying to deliver a letter to Whitebeard. Like, they intercepted
Acts.
Like, all the way back at the pre-time skip to prevent Shanks from Whitebeard from meeting, because they feared that there was going to be some type of alliance
type of thing. Yeah.
So that goes to show that the Marines pay heavy attention to the whereabouts of like. Now I know Shanks is elusive. Obviously, they don't know where he is all the time. But you would think if Shanks was traveling up to Marijua and going to see the Gorosei, I know he was in cloak or whatever, but come on now, like like that would be some shit if no one noticed this dude. Like, and I'm surprised that I didn't even put that together when I first saw it. I'm like, there's no way that Shanks like is just casually strolling up to the Gorosei's crib, like without any alarms going off, newspapers ringing alarm, none of that. Like, just
that's true.
His crew isn't questioning him. I don't know if they have questioned him, but another thing is that like another problem I have is that the silhouette thing, because we know Oda like deceives kind of with the silhouette sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, not even sometimes, a lot of times.
Yeah, he's been capping for years.
Yeah. Like, so, you know, the warlord silhouettes obviously don't pan out to like what the actual warlords look like, the original 7. And even the Yonko silhouettes, 2 of them, Big Mom's and Kaido's, their silhouettes are definitely different than like their character. Big Mom's was kind of closer, but Kaido's is
just not even close. Yeah.
So like there's that, and like now there's this. Now obviously we're at the end game, so Oda might be like throwing us a curveball here with this. But the third reason I'm like a little bit questioning this is because the sword. I know it's similar to Griffin, but if you think about it, a lot.
I just pulled it up on one of my screens. There's a little protrusion.
Yeah, the back of the hilt.
In the back, in the back of the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not there.
But it's because of the curvature of the sword on the handle part right there. You know how like that's like a traditional pirate sword type thing. There's a lot of swords. Yes, yeah, that's what it is. There's a lot of swashbuckle based swords in One Piece. If we think about it. Even where the king's chair is, where Inuit sits. The empty throne room. There's a bunch of swords just like that, like just chilling there.
Giving that Game of Thrones vibe right there.
Right. And someone brought up a good theory too that that could be potentially Roger's sword, Ace. Yep. Like as a heirloom or something like that. It's like the King of Pirates' old sword. Like,
okay.
But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit skeptical about that being Shanks. Period.
So one thing I want to ask you guys: when the God Valley incident happened, they said that they were protecting celestial dragons, right?
Yeah, Garp and Reverie, yeah.
Okay. So I'm just curious. I'm just wondering, like, if the whole the twin separation thing is definitely a possibility. Like, they were just running away, and then one of them got left behind, and then fucking Roger just was like, "All right, we're taking this one."
That made him sound so callous. He's just taking his fucking baby. Let's go.
Yeah, fuck these celestial dragons, bro.
No, facts. Yeah, Callie, what you think about that, bro?
I definitely think you guys brought up some very interesting points. I would have never thought to look at it in that light.
This is why we do this.
I never really thought it was Shanks in the first place. I was just memeing. I don't really think that it would be. I feel like that would be like obvious. I don't know. Or like,
nah, I feel you.
Yeah, like I feel like it would just be too obvious if that was him in the silhouette, and then it turned out to actually be him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like good job hiding it, Oda.
Yeah, right. Like, I feel like that's not the way Oda would do it.
Have y'all seen the movie The Prestige?
No, sir.
No. Oh man. So pretty much, all right. So we find out that Christian Bale made like not a clone of himself. The whole thing is that he makes. Oh damn! It's such a good movie. You guys gotta watch it. But pretty much, he had a double, right? It was his bodyguard, and they look exactly the same, but they always change. But they always be switching positions, right? And that's how they got away with their trick, because one of them would be, somewhere, the other one would be there, and then everyone would be like confused, like how did you do this? The whole thing is that Hugh Jackman was trying to find out why. Like, how did this trick work? And it was this whole thing, and pretty much I was like, what if Shanks and this twin Shanks, they just been fucking been switching, you know what I mean? Like behind the scenes type of shit. And then next thing you know, we find out there's both of them, and they've been behind it the whole time, working both angles.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that shit would be. I feel that's what
that would
people
be wild.
Mr. G's toothpaste baby.
He was in cahoots with his evil twin. That'd be fucking insane. Actually, but besides the whole Shanks thing, just what do y'all think of the Holy Knights in general as a concept? I know that Akainu either talked about them at some point. Yeah, the Holy Knights.
They did?
Yeah.
No, it was recent. It was 1054 when they talk about the 8 rebellion kingdoms and Sabo the Flame Emperor. They talk about an assassination attempt on Charlos, Saint Charlos, and Akainu says, "Let's let the Holy Knights like figure that shit out." Because it seems like that's why it seems like they're like some judge court or something like that, or some court.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the fact that people were saying, because here's the thing, people are saying that if this is indeed Shanks, which would be an interesting twist, by the way, but if that was indeed Shanks, right, as a Holy Knight, that changes the power scaling structure of One Piece so much, because that means we got, how many people are in there confirmed? 9 individuals somewhere relative to Shanks, whether Shanks is the strongest among them or they're like around the same tier. 9 Yonko class individuals. Like,
that's scary, dog. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's like a worst case scenario. like best case, you know, like let's say it's Shanks and he's obviously Yonko tier, and then like the rest are like, you know, Admiral, Vice Admiral tier. You know, like that would be worst case scenario if they're all relative to Shanks.
There's no way they're sitting on 7+ Yonko level powers. Because they would have been used them niggas.
Marines would have been 20 minutes.
There would be no need for the Yonkos in general if they had access to that power in their basement. You know, like.
Yeah, but maybe they're only like. Have y'all watched Bleach or read Bleach?
Yep.
Oh, y'all know Sleep. No.
Yep.
Damn, Callie, damn, no.
Let's not go there today. It's already
okay. Well, okay. So there's a concept called the Zero Knights or the Zero Squad, and even though they're like, you know, some of the most top tier as like captains or like characters in the whole series, their only duty was to guard the Soul King. And Ichigo asked them like, "Hey, why? If y'all so powerful, why didn't y'all help?" He's like,
"Y'all saw us down there getting fucked up."
They were getting fucked up, and they're like, our job is just simply guard the Soul King. It's y'all job to handle everything else. I don't care how powerful we are, y'all." So it could be the same thing, and I could see Imu as the type of character because obviously they got the Celestial Dragons. I always wondered. The world government's strongest force was like, you know, the CP agents, right? And so we thought, right? But that's like technically different from like the Marines, even though the Marines are technically under the world government. They're kind of also at the same time a different faction at the same time. And people were wondering, okay, how is the end game of the story of the final war going to pan out? Because we know certain people are probably not going to line up. It's not going to be like, oh, we find the One Piece. Now it's Marines versus the Straw Hat Pirates and everyone he aligns with. Because we know that they're not all Marines are going to stand by Imu if they find out the truth of the world even. So, like, there's people that are saying, like, Fujitora, for instance, right? There's no way that he's going to be with Imu by the end of the story. So that's going to be a Straw Hat opponent or something like that. I don't know if y'all agree with that or not, but and people are even questioning if Akainu, who's the strongest Marine right now, if he will even be lined up, because people are questioning now if he's like going to be a final villain or not. But with the introduction of these Holy Knights, if they are Yonko tiered opponents, we don't need the Marines for the end game. We don't. So this is actually a crazy development. Because I was wondering how like the Marines versus the Straw Hats and the rest of the world, shouldn't say Marines, the world government versus the rest of the world was going to play out in a final war or whatever. Well, and I didn't know if the Marines were going to be a part of that or not. So
I see what you mean. I was gonna say kind of like how like we know the Straw Hats have like 10 members, right?
Right now, yeah.
They don't really like match up to the Marines. You know what I mean? Like the Marines got their 3 admirals or whatever. Everyone else is just fucking fodder. Meanwhile, yeah, Blackbeard's crew, they got 10 people also. You know, so you see like how like Oda likes to do like that, those head to heads. Them showing the Holy Knights now. There's 9 members. It kind of with Emu there. That's kind of like the new Marine 10. Like that will be fighting. I feel like that's just.
No, I completely agree with you. I would say obviously the world government like 10, like their lineup in the end. I think that I just hope I just hope Oda like gives us all of them throughout the rest of the final saga, because I want, if they're like, let's say they're truly the Strawhat's final enemies, I hope that they are like meaningful characters, not like the Toby Ropo, like the Flying Six.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Those things, if we think about it.
But even like you said, like you brought up the Toby Ropo, that still matches. Like that still gave the Straw Hats some matches because it was Toby Ropo and the
All Stars, yeah.
The All Stars, yeah. So.
No,
the Marines, they don't really have that.
I just hope they have like a lot of like build up and personality and even like maybe personal relations with some of the characters we already know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are saying though that if this is Shanks, it's hard to bring that back up again. But if this is Shanks, right? Like some people are saying that all these other members could be other people that we know as well.
I definitely like that idea.
I was thinking that because I don't know if I'm an old head, but I don't know if you guys ever seen Battlestar Galactica.
I've heard of it, but I never saw it. I know.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, if you do, it's actually a great old sci-fi show. But pretty much you find out like later, like it's like 8 seasons. Like by like season 5, you find out some of the main characters were sleeper agents, and then like at season 6 they got fucking like awakened, and they're like, what the fuck, you know, like because they were trying to find out like who's sabotaging the ship, because they're just trying to survive in space, and you find out that each of them were sabotaging the ship unconsciously until they were awoken. And what if that's the case, like something, because Oda be taking things here and there from everything, right? So it definitely is possible that what if like Matt's saying, these are fucking 9 characters that we've known this whole time, but then Emu was like, you know, just snaps the finger and then they flip.
And then thus Power Rangers assemble or Avengers
some
assemble.
Some shit. Yeah.
I actually don't think that's a bad idea. I think that'd be interesting.
Me too.
Because what if like Zorro is one? You know what I mean? Like
you
had
it.
I was waiting.
Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
Like you took it. Like what?
The best one would be like Mihawk. If Mihawk.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Mihawk.
Yeah, like
Kuina.
This nigga is in 3-piece right now.
Kuina?
Actually, low key, that's a good one. Not her, but her dad.
Low key, because I mean, remember a long time ago we were talking about like, you know, the theories that Kuina never died because her death was kind of suspicious-ish or whatever. Yeah. But you know, Zoro seen the body or something like so. Yeah, it's like
dead, bro.
Yeah, bro. But if that would be crazy if she was alive and she was a holy knight,
bro.
And
what if Tsushigi?
I would rather have the stairs that killed her become sentient and turn into a holy knight and have that shorty come back, bro.
Y'all shouldn't want this because Oda would never beat the can't kill characters allegation.
It's actually done at that point. It's actually done at that point. Like you literally can't get past it. Like
we would
she's
never,
supposed to be dead
from
chapter 5, and you're bringing it back in chapter 10, 50, whatever, bro. You can't come back from that, bro. I can't defend Oda at that point.
But not her. But the sensei, that would be a sick one.
Yeah, but then the sensei the sensei was from Wano, right? That was the whole thing.
Yeah, their whole family was from Wano.
Yeah. So, but what if? I mean, because everyone always says Tsushigi looks just like Kuina. Mm-hmm. What if that's just like a hypnotized type of thing? You know what I mean? Like, and then when she flips,
it could be the first version we see of like the Shanks and some clone.
Yeah,
like maybe
definitely possible.
Because I feel like Kuina that she has to be in the ground, bro. I'm sorry.
I do think that there's definitely a connection of some kind between Tashigi and Kuina. I don't think that they look like that for no reason.
For no reason.
I definitely agree.
Just trolling
I agree.
Fuck you guys. Like,
No, I'm just saying,
No,
bro.
no,
we can't have
agree.
these fake deaths, bro. That's all I'm saying.
The fake death outs of not
Yeah.
just current characters, but characters in the past that
If Flashback characters started coming
into the story.
Nah, if Flashback characters started coming back, bro, nowhere would be safe, bro.
Yeah, no, it's done. It's actually just done.
But I will say though that Oda did pay credence to the fact that Tashiki does look similar to Kuina, but he never brought that back up again. Like ever.
Yeah, it has been like 900 chapters.
Yeah.
And then 400 chapters. Like,
that's what I'm saying, yo.
It's like, she looks like Kuina.
And Sora has to fight her, bro. That's what's gonna happen.
She got to level up though.
She did. She was always better than Zoro, right? She was seen as a prodigy at first, right? So like,
yes, that's facts.
Yeah, so.
But there's a weird dichotomy between that and like Zoro. But I don't want to harp on to that because that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
But basically, like this is just an interesting development. I honestly can't wait to see what Oda's going to do with the Holy Knights.
Agreed.
Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
100%. 100%. Definitely interested to see them. What they do moving forward. Let's keep it pushing because we definitely spent a lot of time on that shit.
We did.
Yeah, so page 5.
yeah. So they're still talking. Sabo says a pretty cold line about King Cobra. He says, they changed up the line a little bit. They talk about
I think it's colder in this one.
Yeah, it is, right? So they talk about how Cobra was a good man and news doesn't always spread accurately. And then Sabo says, I'm sorry, King Cobra, but this way suits me just fine. And then he says, anything that gets the flames of revolution burning.
And Dragon responds, I like that attitude, which is completely different than TCB, by the way.
Yo, that is actually real. I haven't read the official. This is the first time.
Bro, where are we? Yeah, I haven't even read it either.
In the official, all he says is like, "Wow, that's you're unshakable." Like
yeah,
there's a lot of conviction. But he's in this one. He's like, yeah, let's go, my nigga. Like I feel that's a big different line. And even forgetting Dragon, like Sabo there, like that's a cold ass line. If you want to continue, Callie, on like why that's cold.
Were you talking about the flames of
the
revolution?
Sabo line? Yeah, I feel like you want to talk about it. So
no, I wasn't gonna say anything other than yeah, it was cold.
Okay, fine.
I didn't have much else to say.
This line and what they're talking about earlier with the strategy was one of the lines that really makes me like this chapter. I feel like Sabo and the revolutionaries are finally like being like, yo, forget this whole like fighting for fun shit, like because Luffy, they just want to get stronger for the sake of getting stronger. Like, bro, we have a job to do, bro. And Dragon was
for them, bro. It was life for death.
Exactly, and Dragon was bringing up the fact that like Cobra dying was actually like he was saying like, oh, it's sad, sure, but Dragon was saying it like in the previous page because he was saying that yes, just like Cobra dying, we all know he was a good dude, but the world at large that hates the government, they view any world government affiliates as bad. So Cobra dying and being like credited to Sabo killing him is actually a good thing for us. And Sabo was like, damn, that works out nicely. Yeah. So this is like, I feel like we got a lot of personality and a lot of coldness, and I'm glad Sabo is doing this because he's fighting the Ace 2.0 allegations, in my opinion.
Yes, he definitely is.
That. I can actually respect that a lot. That's real. He's definitely becoming his own character for sure.
I really like that a lot. Yeah.
So we finally get into the truth behind the article and what really happened with Sabo at the Reverie.
How long has it been? I feel like
when did the Reverie happen? The Reverie had to be at least 100 chapters ago.
We saw Sabo in 905. So yeah, it was like
905.
Oh, that's over 100. Damn.
Yeah, it was almost 200 actually.
Yeah.
That's at least what 2 years maybe.
Way more than 2 years. It's been like 3, more than 3. Almost.
Yeah, it's been like 3, somewhere between the 3 to 4
Actually,
range.
I think it was May. I talked about it in like another Discord. It was like May 2018.
Oh, you cheating on us too? Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're shooting for that one.
Yo, that is crazy.
That is crazy.
Jesus Christ.
That is ham, bro. Anyway,
you just said it, bro.
Yo, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize, man.
Bro is moving shiesty right now, bro. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Bro said we gotta check in whenever we go to any other One Piece conversation, bro. That's real.
Damn,
Make sure, bro. Any ideas they give you, just bring it here, bro. That's it.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's real. That's real.
And then I gotta admit I've been cheating too.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's.
Yo, what is going on, son?
This chat is so cursed.
No, why did you say it like that though? Like you sounded so guilty.
Cause like I didn't know it was that deep. I didn't know it was that deep.
Bro got real close to Mike. Like I got a confession to make. I've been cheating too.
You said it like the intro to an R. Kelly song.
Oh man. That's funny.
You just today, bro.
You just gotta let it burn. You just gotta let it burn.
Usher, bro. Jesus.
Bro,
speaking of burning, back to Marie Joie. Back to Marie Joie, and burning. The city on fire.
Yeah. So we're in the flashback, and the food storage has exploded. The Holy Land is under attack. We get some quips from the Celestials being upset.
Ugly ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, but we don't care about that. We don't care about that.
Inbred ass niggas.
Yes, for real.
We get this is actually a pretty interesting scene. So we have a pirate who's a slave to the Celestials. I don't think we've seen this before.
Like a pirate? No, I don't think we've seen it. No, we never seen it.
I was waiting to see if someone's because y'all normally correct me when I'm wrong. You feel me? So I was waiting.
I thought you caught up for a second.
Man, yeah. Now we see some regular ass niggas being slaves. This is like a pirate,
right? Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So we got a pirate being paused by this celestial dragon, and he can't move fast enough for him, or can't move to his liking. So as soon as the Celestial's about to eliminate the pirate, his gun gets swooped away, and we get introduced to, in my opinion, probably the coolest nigga on the Revolutionaries behind fucking Sabo and Dragon.
Karasu.
Like, I saw this nigga, I was like, yeah, nah, he's cold as shit.
He is cold.
He's fucking cold, bro. So
you'll see right there.
Yeah, you'll see. He pulls up, he takes the guy's gun, he turns part of his cloak into a crow. His cloak is made of soot, by the way. He turns it into a crow made of soot, which then which can talk, apparently. It tells the pirate to run to the east, which there will be help for all the escaped slaves. People try to shoot at this person, and the bullets do absolutely nothing to him. They disintegrate him, but then he just rematerializes behind all of them and forms spikes made of soot and just eliminates them all. That's where we introduce his name, Karasu, who's eating the soot fruit, captain of the Northern Forces Revolutionary Army.
Okay, guys, I think this guy's a weirdo, bro.
What?
This nigga. Bro, no, I swear to God. Listen, this whole time I thought this guy had some sort of crow fruit. No, this is a soot fruit, and he's a fan of crows.
That's hype.
Wait. What's wrong with him?
He's just he's catfishing, bro. I thought he had like some sort of zone. Crow fruit.
It's because he's using his fruit, but he's using it as like he's using his soup fruit as like a crow.
Yeah, and like he just bro.
It's not a real crow fruit. I get what you're saying.
Could you guys imagine Ace making a firebird and making it talk? No. Why can he do that? I thought he had some special like no. I'm sorry. I feel like I've been.
Wait. What's his fruit again?
It's the soup fruit.
It's a soup logia.
It's he's basically crocodile with soup instead of
ashes.
Ashes.
That's what soup is, right?
Ashes,
That's what I was thinking too. So what's the problem again?
Oh, he's like if you go back to the last page, and I think we saw his crows talk before.
It is.
His crows said. To one of the person, top left, run into town to the east. It's like, bro, how is your fruit talking to niggas right now?
Okay, no, I was a little confused at first, but I can kind of understand now, because like he's using all these crow-based abilities.
He just has a crow motif. I thought he had the plague doctor mask and all that stuff, and I was like, yo, he must have like some sort of special zone or maybe something like that. But no, he just has a suit fruit. He's just a fan of crows. That's so weird. I think it's weird.
You said it's ashes though, right?
Yeah.
Suit is ashes, yeah.
Suit is like ash.
Yeah, it's like the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, so what? Like he's just materializing them as crows. I understand they're talking.
Yeah,
that may be the weird part.
Yeah.
But
no, that's not even the weird part. I think he's weird for like having a motif. Like he's not a crow dude. I thought he was a crow man. He's not.
Why can't my man's just like crows?
He was a crow, like a crow stalker trainer thing. One of my uncles, he fucking trains pigeons, carrier pigeons and shit like that. Definitely possible he was that shit before. Yeah,
calling my man's winning for having a crow aesthetic.
You know, but honestly,
I'm feeling it.
I can't lie.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
I can't say I'm with YHuss on the crow shit because the crow shit is cool. I can't lie. It looks cool. And I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily outside the limitations of his fruit, outside of the crow talking, because we would never see Crocodile make some sand into a bunny, and then the sand bunny runs up to somebody and starts talking, right? We would never see something like that.
You couldn't even say that crow is like the part of his face, because you see his face in the next panel. So
right.
Yeah.
I think
that's the side thing. I actually don't give a fuck about that. I'm not gonna lie. This guy's a weirdo, I think, but it's all good.
Right, so why is I generally don't think the crow talking thing is. I think that's a little inconsistency. Why is he a complete hater? And I respect it though, to be honest.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
because he said he's the coolest revolution. I think obviously Sabo Dragon cooler. I think Bella Betty is the coolest one. I'm sorry.
Which one is that again?
The one with the fruit that makes people like stronger. That bitch that remember Moda beat up Pinkbeard with it. That's a fucking fire fruit. That's like a revolutionary fruit.
The chanting one, right? The rally one. That shit is whack. What the fuck?
Oh come on,
bro. It's crows, bro. That's cool.
It's all good. I'm being a hater.
IQ. I was like, yo, shit, the crows. I guess you don't like IQ.
No, that's a good point, but no, even that's not strong enough to make me.
No, I respect it. I respect it. It's each their own.
It's okay. Yeah, you know, at least Callie wasn't the only hater today.
No, I feel like that. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Yeah.
So next we get another revolutionary army captain.
How do you say his name?
Lindbergh.
Yeah.
Lindbergh. Yeah.
Is he like a
mink?
A mink?
I was gonna say that and like he invents shit, right?
Yeah. We see he already actually literally the page at the end on the bottom right. He shot a laser through the chains.
Yeah, that's what I was about to go say. Yeah, he shoots the laser through the chain and frees the slaves, and that's when we get his name drop. Lindbergh, captain of the Southern Revolutionary Army.
You're right.
Yeah, so he's looking back at the explosion that happened on the food supply. And then a crow comes past him and tells him that he needs to move quicker because people are coming this way. And that's when we see Karusu fighting Fujitora. Shooting crows at him. The crows are getting sliced. Pretty cool, pretty sick fight. Pretty sick little panel. I'm scrapping it out. I don't know how you don't fuck with this guy, bro. He's mad cool. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I just feel like I've been lied to. I feel like I've been lied to. That's it.
You got to take that up with Oda then, bro.
Maybe
I will. You might see YHuss in the next SBS, bro.
Yo, that would be sick. Yo, no cap. One of us got to make it into an SBS before One Piece ends, bro. We have to.
We gotta
try, bro. We gotta try. So we then move to another captain of the Revolutionary Army, fighting against wood dude whose name escapes me.
Ryokoku or something.
Ryokoku.
Whatever.
Ryokoku.
Plant guy. So we were introduced to Morley, who's fighting Plant guy. He's asking why he's so angry all the time. He says he's wrecking the city. Little banter between the two, nothing crazy.
Very cool panel though.
It is. It's pretty interesting panel, yeah.
Oh, that's his name. Okay.
Yeah, so we are one of the Celestials yells out that they'll be put to death if anyone gets hurt, and we then cut to Fujitora trying to drop a meteor, but he also gets reprimanded because there are people in the area. I don't know why he would even think to drop a meteor in this area, but
it's just because their powers. I mean, because even this dude is a bad match because he has to use the ground. You know what I mean? Like that's just a bad. I don't know. Just. I
just think that just shows how good these guys are. Like,
yeah, I think despite the fact that their fruits are kind of limited to admirals, like this is an impressive. The fact that they're like, I thought because they said Fujitora and them fought them, but I was like, they probably like kind of got by them or whatever somehow. But no, they're kind of holding their own.
They're holding their own. They even mention it. They say handicap or not, they're putting up a good fight. So
they hold their own, and not just that, it shows that the Revolutionary Army was prepared.
Yeah.
The Marines, they were not. You know what I mean? Like
they didn't expect an attack on the Holy Land. They weren't ready for that. I'm sure that hasn't happened since the Void Century, to be honest.
Yeah, since they talked about the robot that we saw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It hasn't been touched since then. So yeah, they weren't ready, 100%. We
Well, I will say we kind of glossed over the fact that all the CP9 members are back.
Yeah, like that's all the CP9.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I looked at
all of
them.
them.
I looked at them. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," and then I just kept reading. I wasn't that enthralled by seeing them again, but it was nice. It's a nice little.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a little cool. It's a cool
nice
thing.
Little
They're not about to be important. But,
yeah,
but are they CP0?
Yeah, they have white. They have white.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I know because of the movie. From
yeah,
like,
it spoils Blue.
Blue Note is a CP0 agent.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Fun fact though, Oda did not originally plan on him and what's her face being CP0 agents originally, but the I forgot which film it was. Was it this recent film or a past film where a director asks like, "Hey, you know, Oda, it would be pretty cool if you made these guys CP0 agents," and he was like, "Fine." And so it's interesting to see that decision transfer over to here. Where he's just like, you know what, F it, like they're CP0 agents. But
I think it was a recent one. No.
So it's a cool little callback, 100%.
Well, before we continue though, this dude Lindbergh, he kind of giving me some like Ratchet and Clank vibes.
Yo, facts.
You know?
I guess where you get that from, yeah.
Or Sly Cooper type of thing, like
little technical rodent, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like that shit.
That sounded more derogatory than I think.
I mean, I don't even think he's a rodent. I think he's a cat, right? It's not even a rodent. I think it's supposed to be a cat.
Yeah, actually, it looks more like a cat, but who cares? I'm gonna call him that now.
Rocket Raccoon, bro.
Rocket Raccoon himself.
Yep.
Okay, so we move on to Sabo. We get the crow guy. His name has already escaped me.
Karasu.
In Japanese, actually, funny enough.
Yeah, we get him. I'm assuming speaking to Sabo through a crow. Trying saying he's looking for a parlor key. He says he's found
for the slaves.
For the slaves, right? He says he's found a location, and then he radios Lindbergh and says that Kuma's moved to Pangea.
Yeah, Pangea. Yeah,
Pangea Castle.
I would say that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He says he saw him with Saint Roswell and his son Charlos. Those are two of the celestial dragons that we've met before. And he says that they're plotting for revenge for what happened in the courtyard because of the incident with Shirahoshi from way back when in the Reverie.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because he still says he hasn't given up on her and she will still be his.
I fucking hate that dude so much, bro.
So he wants to use Kuma to try and kidnap Shirahoshi once again.
This dude is the bomb.
He's the worst, bro.
He's 100% a bomb. He's 100%. We get a quick flash to Shirahoshi chilling. We also get another quick flash to Pani, who is running around in the castle as well, trying to find Kuma. We then cut to a scene with Vivi and Lucci.
Yes.
Where Vivi is trying to go ask Garp for help. Lucci says he's here to protect them, but Vivi snaps back. It doesn't look that way with the way what happened with Shirahoshi, and he knows, and that they know that he will go after Shirahoshi again. And Lucci even looks at him. The face that Lucci makes in this panel, like even he like realizes, like, damn, actually, kind of got a point. That's tough.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember reading the comments when this chapter dropped, and the people were saying that even the bird was looking like, damn, Lucci, you kind of got your ass.
People, I know it would be interesting. What if it was that like Lucci was the one to help her get away and help her escape to big news?
Nah, man.
I don't.
That would be. That would be crazy if you think about it, because like, you know, Oda.
But it's not really in his nature, though.
It's not, but like it would be interesting only because like we kind of see Oda kind of taking a different spin with Lucci here, how he's teaming up with Luffy and all that stuff.
We'll see.
We'll see. But like,
I give him too much. I don't want to give him too much.
I'm with you, Mister. I've seen a few people say like these ideas and that like, oh, it's kind of like Oda is giving a little bit, but even I'm like, bro, I felt that wasn't that nigga just doing CP9 work just so he could kill niggas.
Yeah.
Even the working with Luffy, this nigga was just like cheese that Luffy beat him like back in Annie's lobby, and he's like, and even when Luffy was like, oh, you're not just gonna spaz out after I uncuff you, he's like, no, we're gonna fight after. Like, this nigga is a demon, and I hope he's not. I hope he's not.
He's supposed to be, but he's also supposed to be that proficient analytical dude, right? Now, obviously, there's some gap there when it comes to Luffy, I guess, because of his own personal beef. But like everybody that was there, the CP0 agents was like, "Yo, Lucci, what are you doing? We're not supposed to be fighting them until we get the orders." And you know, the famous, "Oh, I'm losing conscience." Like he,
a classic.
Forgot about that.
Classic, yeah. But he's been acting kind of different, like low key. Like he got an ego now, and I don't know. Egos can be different. Can make people do different things than they normally would.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he shouldn't be
optimistic about that dude, bro.
Because I'm not optimistic. I'm just saying that, like, I'm not gonna lie. If I was Lucci, I wouldn't give a fuck about what Luffy's talking about when it comes to you won't kill my friends because I'm stronger than you, right? Like,
yeah,
like it could the way Lucci was supposed to be played out, like, you know, in the past, he's supposed to be this cold-hearted, analytical dude. I mean, obviously he was looking forward to fighting Luffy, but he was still carrying out orders. He didn't like go out there and fight Luffy and them immediately, even though he could have. Here in this, since post time skip, since we get more light on him, he's been a little bit more character like he has a little bit more character to him.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
That's true. I feel like Vivi as well is not someone that I could see him protecting, even in the like doing work for the world government, just because obviously she's a Nefeltari. But yeah, I can't even see like the logic of why he would help her.
Right.
And I hope it's not him. Fuck Lucci.
Yeah. I don't need a reason to think Lucci's a good person or a reason to like Lucci.
Exactly.
Not that he's a good person, just like, I can see why he would do this here type thing.
I can't foresee a situation where Lucci would think the logical thing is to give Vivi to
hide Vivi to Morgan's. Yeah,
because he don't even have a connection with her to be doing that. And unless it was a way in which her being there would threaten his position or threaten the government, I can't see it. I really can't. We need to know. We do need to know more though. We definitely need more.
Yeah, like we just see their conversation. Like maybe it goes a different way, and there's some circumstances we can't.
I just see Oda putting this as a throwaway line, like, "Oh yeah, like fuck you, Lucci," and then he just sad walks away, and then we never see him again.
I could definitely see Lucci not just letting shit happen like he did before and not interfering if whatever's gonna happen we're going to see happens, you know.
We just gotta wait and see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then last part of the chapter, we get somebody saying we get the guards saying only King Cobra is permitted an audience with the 5 elders. We see Shaka and Pell trying to argue against it, but then we see the king himself, King Nefertiti, in a wheelchair, saying that it won't take long and they don't want you to waiting around getting bored, and to go watch Vivi instead, and that they can't help but worry about her.
Nice death flag, Cobra. Good job, jinxing the fact that you're gonna walk out of here. Like he's like, I can't help but worry about my daughter. I can't wait to go back to. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. Don't get yourself killed. It's already too late, obviously.
Too late.
Yeah,
he did not knock on wood, bro.
Yeah, but funny enough, there's actually these fucking One Piece fans, they're on some forensic CSI shit. In that the room, I don't have the picture. I'm not gonna go find it. I'm gonna keep it real. But the room that the Gorosei are in has like a different pattern than the one in the newspaper that Cobra is in. So Cobra doesn't die in the room with the Gorosei.
Okay.
That shit's doctors, bro. Doctor.
Oh, damn. Everybody.
Fake newspaper.
Oh, no. Everybody's on their CSI shit.
Literally, bro. Literally. But, I was like, oh, shit, this is a good point. But yeah, so he's not... It looks like there's going to be a bit more before he gets smoked.
Yeah. I think that's how the next chapter will end.
That's what I was going to say. Do you guys think that the next chapter will we see him get smoked in the next chapter? I think we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably. Oda's pace has been breakneck, so
what? Yeah, it would be crazy if we also see like Pell and Shaka get smoked too. Like just the three of them. Boom.
I feel like we would have known about that though. No, we would have heard about it.
I mean, they're not really that important compared to him, but like
you get the real.
But the only reason I say that is because he just told them right to go with Vivi. Why aren't they with her with Morgan's? You know what I mean?
I don't think that means they're dead. I think that's a reach. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think she just got disconnected with them.
I'm just saying, if Oda wants to make a statement to all of us that all y'all that keep saying, "Oh, no one dies in One Piece." Kill them all. The 3 of them dead.
let all these niggas die.
Let them
You
all
guys
go.
got
Fuck it.
out once before, nah, just dead now.
No, I hope not. But I kind of I just wonder, like, yo, I feel like this last 2 pages were like a sick recap, like, because I was like, yo, there's so many characters here that we know, like Shiroshi, Ani, like, holy fuck, they're all here. So, like, it's funny that we saw admirals fighting, but to me, this really was a setup chapter. I wasn't kidding. Like, I think Callie's right. Like, it really felt like a setup chapter, even though we saw admirals fucking throwing hands.
Yeah, no, I really only like got excited probably when I saw Crow Dude Barasu. Because
He's badass. I like him.
But yeah, other than that, it was definitely just a lot of exposition, just finding out what actually happened during the day and shit, and then leaving us off right before what we know is about to be the death of King Cobra.
Do you guys think that the government or the Gorosei were planning on murking Cobra this Reverie? Because he was the one who asked them for an audience.
No. I don't think they were. I think they're following orders. Because remember, when we saw Emu one time, he had pictures of Luffy, Vivi, and Blackbeard, right? And they were asking him who. So, you know, I'm thinking is that motherfucker, bro.
But okay, I feel that.
But the thing wasn't Cobra saying at the Reverie that he was going to bring up the poneglyphs, or did he bring up the poneglyphs and we saw that?
We don't know.
I kind of low-key remember what you're talking about. Like, he was going to ask him about the Nefertari, like, I think history in general or something like that, but it was very vague. It wasn't like, so, yeah, I have to go back and look, because I do remember something like that. We just know he wanted to talk to them for something related to that. J.I. saying Cobra was a target from the jump because he is the royal family that descends from the holy families. Yeah, he's the guy that didn't... The Nefertari family was the family that didn't go underground with the celestial dragons, like, back in the Void Century. So we know that, like, they fucking hate him. But it's just because I remember when they were walking in the Reverie before they go see Emu, one of them is like, "Why the fuck does Cobra want to talk to us? That fucking traitor." So to me, it almost feels like I'm with Mista. I think Emu had that Vivi shit stabbed. I think maybe he was gonna kill her, but I feel like Cobra was low key like spontaneous. That's just my guess for like the next.
I can't, like, even though the family went against the celestial dragons and whatnot, they've had a target on their back. They would have had a target on their back since after the Void Century for hundreds of years. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So what reason would you have to target this king of all the kings over the past, and then now at the Reverie, of all the times you could have just smoked him? You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe like the Luffy's fruit awakening. You know, like them kind of realizing that, like, low-key, maybe even I don't know why they would know about Shirahoshi, but basically, like, all the events and stuff like that, the world's kind of changing. So maybe they're like,
but that's after the fact, though. That's after, because the Reverie was before.
Oh, right? Yo, you're kidding! I'm tripping. This is like a month ago.
Yeah, this is before even Act 3, or before they even start the raid. They will.
Yes,
they
I'm right. You're right. I'm tripping. But yo, Jay. So he says the first king to ask about the Void Century. I feel like that wouldn't be. I feel that would be spontaneous. Like, if he's the one at that point. Like, I'm just saying before that, I don't think, like, Callie, I agree with Callie, like, I don't think they're gonna murk him. But I guess he was asked too many questions, like, he said, you gotta
but then that's still spontaneous at that point, right? You had a target in your back, but, like, it was just that one question that, or whatever, that just took them too far or whatever. That's still spontaneous, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you.
Let you rock until they don't. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah, because niggas was asking way too much. But yeah, crazy stuff chapter, bro. It's about to be fucking wild. Next chapter.
Next chapter's about to be fucking insane. I ain't going.
If that volume shit pans out, like, and it's the last one and it's fucking crazy, holy crap! I wonder what he's about to show.
Gonna be lit.
Man, it would be the last volume for the beginning of the final saga, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because
I thought the final saga didn't that shit start in like 1054? Well, it's like 30 chapters ago.
Yeah, but like volumes, how many volumes is it? I mean, how many chapters?
It's 10 per volume, basically.
10 chapters per volume?
No. 10 volumes. Fuck. It's 10 books per volume. Right?
A book is like
no. A book is one volume.
Right?
A book is one volume?
Yeah, and it's like 10 chapters in there, no?
Is it?
Yo, we need a fact check.
I know I'm right about.
We need a fact check, bro. What is going on?
I know I'm right about the volume because it's like 101.
10 chapters?
Yeah, a volume. That's what they mean when they say volume. And I know I'm right.
Okay. All right. So then what has it been for the past 10 chapters? So the past 10 chapters, we've been basically getting nothing but like everything but the Straw Hats.
Yeah, it's
right?
even like minority Straw Hats. Yeah, the majority stuff is outside the Straw Hats.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So this volume ending will be a huge banger just off the simple fact that we already got the major players and all the shit that they've done.
Yeah.
This volume. If that's the theme of this volume.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get like the big
reveal. We've been waiting for a few years.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah. We might see what Emu looks like.
I think we will. I think we will.
That's the one.
No, maybe not next chapter.
Crazy, bro.
Maybe not next chapter because I feel like that would be one of the biggest things.
That would be the way to end the cliffhanger. That'd be fantastic.
But we have to see a lot of stuff though. We have to see a ton of stuff that happens during the Reverie. I feel like
how much more do we really need to see though? Do we need to see the revolutionaries escaping with Kuma?
Nah, but do you guys really see it being one chapter?
I see.
Like if Oda's spending 3 or 4 chapters on Linbro and Karasu, I feel like he's gonna spread a lot of stuff out. In my opinion, I feel like this chapter's gonna be longer than people think.
No, but
like at least 4 or 5 chapters.
But like we said earlier, that's what this chapter was for, right? It was for the setup. That's when we got the introductions to the characters that were fighting and all the new shit and where everybody's at and shit. We set that up so that the next chapter we can topple it down and we can see Sabo rescue Kuma, Nefertiti get popped, Vivi escape, and you know what I'm saying?
Morgan's waffle.
I feel like reveal.
I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's so much that you can't fit it all in the next chapter.
Well, damn. There's some. Well, I think I will see you.
I will see you in 3 days, Callie.
Oh no! He's gonna come back in front of him. He's gonna hit him with the Phoenix Wright objection.
What
is this?
Thursday morning, baby.
But nah, I think I'm a little bit more aligned with what Callie's saying though, because I think that some things about the Reverie, I don't think this is the last time it's gonna get brought up. Personally. I think we're going to get even more bits and pieces of the political stuff when we get back to Shirahoshi on Fishman Island, because we're not done with Fishman Island. Obviously, the whole Luffy prediction thing, him destroying Fishman Island. I think we're going to go back to that at some point. Whether it's like not that literal Straw Hats there, but like a revisiting of some type, you know? Yeah. And maybe from there, or from Garp's point of view, or from some king's point of view, most likely King Neptune's point of view of what was talked about, because we don't even know what was talked about in terms of like the
actual conversation.
Yeah, the agreement between like the fishmen, and because you know that's why they went up there anyway, to negotiate the terms of them, you know, living on the surface or whatever. We don't know if that got shut down completely. We don't know none of that. So I feel like when we get back to Fishman Island, King Neptune, that's where we're going to get most likely more details of like the deep political stuff that's happened.
Yeah, but
everything here.
That's not what this is about, right? Because this is Sabo's point of view.
That's what he's saying.
That's why I'm saying I'm aligned with you here.
Okay.
Because here all this is the Sabo stuff. And this is basically after all the political stuff was happening and all that. And here it's like straight up battles and the Gorosei. So and the only other thing that I can think of that we would need is like maybe the Bonnie thing, how she ended up where she was on that.
We did get a little panel of her on the page, so I could definitely see. Yeah, we might get a little something.
Yeah, so the Bonnie thing, maybe the Shanks thing, if that ties into the next chapter somehow,
we're definitely. Yeah, that's true. Damn, you brought up the Bonnie thing.
Yeah, the Bonnie thing, but like, bro, next chapter is going to be hit.
And also, whatever the reason Charlos is going to the Pangea Castle, and also in 1054 they said that Charlos, there was an attempted murder on him.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of threads in my opinion to the Reverie, and also I feel like the political stuff. Like I guess we could see. Like I feel like we've already seen the what's happened now. Obviously the Fishman we had to see, but the big thing was the Shichibukai, right? The warlords being disbanded.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if we see more like political quakes from what happened. I just think like this, like all the this whole siege, I just cannot see it being one chapter because all the stuff we have to see. Yeah. Cobra's talking to Gorosei. Nah, no way. I'm sure.
Alright, so what are all the threads that have to be hit? Before the flashback
Sure,
ends, right?
I'm sure I'll miss some, but I'm assuming we're gonna see this stuff. Maybe we don't see Cobra talking to Gorosei specifically, but I think we're gonna see Cobra talking to Gorosei. We got to see where Vivi and Lucy go and how she ends up disappearing with Morgan. We got to see obviously Bonnie. I don't think we have to see
Bonnie. We don't have to see Bonnie right now.
All right, we already disagree.
You think so? Oh, you think so?
We already disagree.
What do we have to see Bonnie right now?
You still agree with this guy?
I think the only thing
we see Bonnie right now for, bro.
Because he showed us that. That's what I'm saying. All these people,
I absolutely must see Bonnie.
Like, all these people in the chapter is Oda. That's what I said about, like, it's a kind of a recap. It's like reminder. All these things are happening.
Even so, if you think about it like that, the Sabo, Shirahoshi, and the Kuma with Saint Charles with Charlos is all one thread because Charlos and Kuma is going to kidnap Shirahoshi. Sabo's gonna pull up there and then rescue Kuma. All three of those are tied up in one. You know what I'm saying?
But Sabo also on his ones apparently, I assume, has to see
what happened. Yeah, I think he actually witnessed.
Sabo sees Imu.
Remember on the phone with the dragon, he said the empty throne wasn't empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said the empty throne is not truly empty.
Oh shit! You know what? He probably was in the cut when
I think he saw the murder.
No, when the elders went to see Imu and he was sitting on the throne.
Maybe, yeah, we'll have to see when there's like, so I'm saying, like, there's a lot of bro. The Reverie, nah, bro. We even remember the whole post Wano, and we're like,
damn, you know what? YHuss is kind of spitting now. I might be leaning.
Here's what I say is that pre-Reverie, after before Wano, there was like 4 or 5 chapters to the Reverie alone, just setting it all up. Now we're back, and we're gonna get 2 chapters.
Well, I'm not saying it's gonna be over in 2 chapters, but I'm saying that the next chapter, it's possibility we're going to see the conversation with this dude and the Gorosei, him getting murked, and and then the reveal of Imu being the one that murked him, and then
Imu himself did it or herself. Oh, bro.
Yo, also consider the fact that there was a picture, and I feel like the world government would not allow cameras where Imu would be.
True. Nah, this is true.
And like I said, I think I gotta find that picture of the floors that match up with the pictures or whatever. I gotta find that shit. That's an important picture. But either way, I just think there's so much. And like I said, 5 chapters for pre-Reverie before Wano. We're only gonna get 2 or 3. Like I feel like at least the next 3 chapters are still gonna be Reverie.
That's fair.
I can see that. You know what? And I think that's fair because thinking about it,
I do agree with your points.
The entirety of the next chapter could be just Gorosei talking to Cobra. Yeah. Like that could be the entirety of it. Like,
that could be a lot of it. That could be a huge amount.
Yeah, we can get the biggest.
Like how in depth does Oda want to go with all this, right?
Yeah. Because this conversation is going to be huge, and we're going to get the biggest info dump and the craziest revelations, including Imu reveal.
Yeah, to me, I feel like the pace of like the Final Saga has been insane, especially when we started going to different islands.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm telling you, when I saw Karasu and Lindbergh get 2 double spreads, I was like, okay, Oda's slowing it down a little bit. At least that's what I thought at the time. So I just feel like, and I think we all want more Reverie, to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Reverie has been crazy.
And I also will have to say that the Imu reveal is going to be significant because you already know how many YouTube videos there are of theories about what Imu is, if it's a he or she, what do they look like, the ties between his or her eyes and Mihawk's eyes, they got the same eyes, and
the elephant too, Zoe too, right? Yeah, that's so much.
Like it's just so much from just a facial reveal, just a look. Like I've seen people say like Imu's like truly Lunarian or something like bro, this is going to be crazy when we see what Imu looks like. Now Imu don't even have to say nothing, and just seeing what they look like.
Yeah, the minute face drops is definitely going to be, the community is exploding 100%. It's going to go crazy.
Yeah.
We're finally here, man. Reverie.
Yeah, Reverie, we're finally here. Next chapter is going to be a banger, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, anything else you guys want to speak on this before we shut it
down? Nah, I think that's it.
I was Well, I mean, earlier I said Mihawk, but I just want to know what did y'all think about Mihawk being the Holy Knight? Because people were saying like, oh, Mihawk, he might be a Holy Knight because we have very little about his background. If Shanks is a Holy Knight and he was a Holy Knight, it makes sense that they had a rivalry.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All that other stuff, and then like he probably defected from the Holy Knights while Shanks is doing his thing or whatever. So what do y'all think of that idea?
It's interesting. I have no stakes on the whole. If I have any stakes on the Holy Knights, it's Shanks. I ain't gonna lie. But even that is like it's just for fun or whatever. Like I really have no strong opinion on who any of them could be, to be honest. It could definitely be Mihawk, and I wouldn't be mad or upset or anything like that if it was him, you know what I'm saying? Because it could play out like the way that you explained it. You don't know anything about him. Yeah,
but I will say if it was Shanks, I would have no choice but to think that the rest of the 9 Holy Knights are Shanks' crew.
Yo, I like that. I was thinking that a little bit. Like, if that's really Shanks, like, and these are because I wonder how much of a collective they are. I wonder how much of a group they are. I wonder if it's individuals that just happen to be Holy Knights.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's gonna be no way that they could just be chilling. Like you are. Am I G? Our captains are op? Like, nah, they're all ops. Like, there's just that's like
that'd be cold-blooded of Oda.
That would be
they're all ops.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That should be crazy. If Mihawk is there, oh my lord, I don't even know what to think about
that. Yeah, some good stuff, man. Next chapter gonna be a banger. That's gonna be about it for us, though. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Big shout outs to everybody that was in Twitch chat today rocking with us. We appreciate all you guys.
Yes.
Being active.
Yeah, big shout out for chat. Yeah, super active today. Appreciate it. Big shout out to Jay for literally saving the whole episode by pointing out that Callie
he held it down.
Muted.
He held it down.
For real.
Shout out Jay, definitely held it down, bro.
You saved the whole night.
Another shout out to Mod for making the thumbnell this week.
Yes. For you
I'm
guys
very happy.
checking it
Thank
out
you,
on
Mod.
YouTube. Strawhat Mod blessed us with a banger ass thumbnail. Much love to him.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. Hopefully I can make more thumbnails and let's just get the YouTube cracking.
Yes, sir.
Get it going.
Sir. Speaking of which, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Strawhat Sitdown. Feel me? Make sure you guys follow the Twitter. Same name, Strawhat Sitdown. Shout out to everybody that's listening to us on Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcast, Podbean, etc. We appreciate you guys. We are not on break next week, so in a few days we will be getting the next chapter. And I do want to say before we wrap it up, if Oda ends it all in the next chapter, I will be coming in with the fattest I told you so that y'all have ever seen in your lives. I'm just giving you a fair warning.
I'll apologize publicly, bro. I will tweet my apology.
All right, cool. We straight then. But yeah, we'll be back next Sunday, guys. Make sure you guys tap in next Sunday, 12 p.m. But yeah, till next time, this has been Strawhat Sitdown. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy, be safe, be healthy. We appreciate you guys, and we will see y'all when we see y'all. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.